Welcome to giant Redwood, where towering trees reach for the sky. Morning light filters through the canopy, and the chainsaw echoes through the forest. Watch human hands transform raw timber into living masterpieces. From the moment you step into the workshop, you are awed by the grandeur of the machinery. Chainsaws, table saws, four-sided planers, all working together, their hum blending with the scent of freshly cut wood. Each machine is not just a tool, but a companion, transforming raw logs into precise, smooth, and valuable products. Light glimmers through the machines, reflecting off the wood's surface, creating a lively symphony of technology and nature. The steel chainsaw, a symbol of power in the woodworking workshop. With engines from 50 to 120 cubic centimeters, bars 45 to 90 centimeters long, and plus or minus 5 millimeters accuracy, steel enables fast, precise, and smooth cutting. The engine hums like the heartbeat of an ancient forest, and as the chain bites into the wood, the grain reveals flowing patterns of natural artistry. The operator adjusts hand pressure and cutting angle, feeling every vibration, ensuring each cut is safe and effective. Full protective gear is essential: glasses, helmet, and cut-resistant gloves. Under the steel's blade, raw logs come alive, beginning their journey from raw material to finished product, precise and full of value. As the steel chain blade meets a large log, you can feel the natural rhythm of the wood, the grain appearing vividly. It's not just cutting, it's the art of controlling the machine, blending power with finesse. The operator must stay focused, observing sawdust, vibration, and sound to adjust speed, ensuring each cut is precise and completely safe. The steel chainsaw also stands out for its user-friendly design, easy maintenance, and quick bar replacement, reducing fatigue for the operator. Once the log is cut, the surface is smooth, ready for the next steps: table sawing, four-sided planing, or drying. Steel is more than a tool. It is a bridge between nature and human hands, turning raw timber into living, refined, and valuable products. As the steel runs continuously, the log gradually gives way to straight, uniform, and smooth boards. Each cut preserves the essence of the ancient forest, the rhythm echoing throughout the workshop. The operator learns to feel the saw's sound, the engine's vibration, and how the wood responds to the cutting force. A delicate relationship between human, machine, and nature. It's not just mechanical power. Steel also embodies artistry. Choosing the right bar, maintaining the perfect cutting angle, observing every grain, ensuring the product is not only beautiful in form, but also solid in structure. And when the final log is cut, the workshop falls silent, leaving boards ready for the next stage of processing. The steel chain roars, mingling with the scent of fresh timber, sunlight filtering through the canopy, casting shimmering streaks across the wood surface. Every log, every cut, is a journey, from rough block to living board, the grain flowing like winding rivers through an ancient forest. The operator becomes a conductor, sensing the engine's rhythm, coordinating hand pressure, cutting angle, and speed, achieving perfect harmony between human and machine. Steel is more than a saw. It is a brush painting masterpieces in wood, each log sculpted by time, skill, and dedication. As the chain stops, the workshop falls silent, leaving flawless boards ready for the next stage of processing. When the steel chainsaw stops, it is not just the end of a cut, but a moment of transition between nature and human hands. The raw log has become a smooth board, the grain winding like reddish-brown rivers flowing through the ancient forest, reflecting light like natural glass. The operator lifts each board, feeling its weight, firmness, and the living rhythm within the grain. Every motion, every cut carries dedication and skill. Steel does more than cut wood. It begins the wood's journey. From the ancient forest to the workshop, from rough log to refined, durable product, carrying the story of nature in human hands. In the wood processing industry, handling massive logs or leftover branches after harvesting is always a major challenge. And that's where the wood chipper comes into play. A machine that can turn giant timber into small, uniform chips in the blink of an eye. Watch closely. As the wood enters the feed chute, the alloy steel chipping blades spin at thousands of revolutions per minute, generating an immense cutting force. Within seconds, the wood is transformed into clean, even chips, the perfect raw material for paper production, particle boards, or biomass fuel. The highlight of modern models lies in their automatic feeding system, which smoothly pulls in large trunks or even stumps with ease. Some are even mounted on mobile truck frames, ready to operate right in the forest or at construction sites. With powerful performance, durable construction, and continuous operation, the wood chipper has become the very heartbeat of many processing plants, where speed and efficiency reign supreme. Foresters often say, wood never truly dies, it only changes its form. And the wood chipper is the clearest proof of that. From what once seemed like useless chunks of timber, within just a few spins of the blades, they transform into a flowing stream of fine wood chips, drifting through the air like petals of timber blossoms. The roar of the engine, the clash of steel blades biting into the grain, it becomes a symphony of industry, both fierce and rhythmic. Behind that sound lies a powerful system, the automatic rollers pulling in entire logs, the gleaming alloy blades spinning at staggering speed, breaking everything down into uniform wood fragments. These chips, once gathered, embark on a new journey, becoming writing paper, particle boards, or even biomass fuel that can power an entire city. You could say each tiny fragment carries a spark of new life, part of the endless cycle of renewal from nature to industry. In the world of modern wood processing, you can't always bring timber back to the factory. Sometimes an entire forest has just been harvested, branches scattered everywhere, and the fastest solution is the mobile wood chipper. Mounted on a truck chassis or trailer, this machine drives straight into the forest. Park, lower the feed chute, and in moments a massive log is pulled inside. The hydraulic rollers feed the timber steadily, while the alloy steel blades spin at thousands of revolutions per minute, turning wood into a stream of chips that sprays out behind the truck like a man-made wooden waterfall. Its greatest advantage lies in mobility. In the morning it works in the forest, by noon at a construction site, and by evening back at the storage yard. With just one unit, operators can process everything from small branches to heavy stumps, saving both time and transport costs. The mobile wood chipper isn't just a tool. It's like an extension of human hands, powerful, flexible, and always ready wherever the force of technology is needed. They say giant machines are beasts, but the Petzolato PTH 1400 1000 Allroad deserves a higher title. It's a living legend in the world of wood chipping. At first glance, you feel its dominance. A towering structure like a mobile fortress, housing a massive drone, 1 meter in diameter and 1.4 meters wide. This is no toy for branches or twigs. This is a machine that swallows entire tree trunks, half a meter thick, as if they were nothing more than firewood. When the engine roars, the hydraulic feeding system grabs the log like an invisible giant's hand. The alloy blades spin with terrifying force, every strike echoing like war drums, and within seconds, a massive log weighing hundreds of kilos explodes into a cascading waterfall of chips pouring out the back. And then comes the name Allroad, meaning it doesn't just chip, it conquers terrain, crosses forests, and brings the factory to wherever it's needed. Today, deep in the woods, tomorrow on a construction site, every place becomes an instant industrial hub. With the Petzolato PTH 1400 1000 Allroad, you're not just looking at a machine. You're witnessing raw Italian engineering power, a symbol where wild nature meets modern industry. They say splitting wood with an axe is the art of strength. But in the industrial age, when hundreds of logs are waiting, human power alone is never enough. That's when a log splitter comes into play. With a single pull of the lever, a high-powered hydraulic cylinder drives a steel wedge deep into the timber. The pressure can reach dozens of tons, effortlessly cracking even the toughest logs into neat, even pieces within seconds. The crisp crack of fibers breaking apart isn't just the sound of labor. It's the soundtrack of speed and efficiency. Modern log splitters can work both horizontally and vertically, adapting to different types of wood. Some models are mobile, easy to tow out to the forest edge or use right in your backyard. The result, cleanly split firewood, ready for stoves, fireplaces, or even large-scale drying facilities. The log splitter transforms hard labor into simplicity, turning what was once back-breaking work into a fast, efficient, and oddly satisfying process. What fascinates people about the log splitter isn't just raw power, but its rhythm. Each time the hydraulic cylinder descends, the wood opens like a blooming flower. Neat, uniform pieces pile up into a picture of order. In a task once back-breaking and endless, there is now grace, saving both strength and time. This is the moment when technology turns labor into art. The logs split by this machine are more than just firewood. They're part of daily life. From the warm glow in a family kitchen to clean fuel for industry, it all begins with one powerful yet precise hydraulic press. The log splitter, though rugged in form, brings comfort to every home and efficiency to every workshop. It reminds us that technology is not only about power, it's about serving life itself. What's fascinating is that log splitters come in many forms. Some are compact, designed for the backyard, strong enough to split logs just a few dozen centimeters thick. But then there are the industrial giants, delivering 30 to 50 tons of force, capable of having, quartering, or even splitting a massive trunk into 8 pieces in an instant. With specially hardened steel wedges, they fear no timber, from oak and ash to the unyielding density of ironwood. The crisp cracking sound, the fresh scent of wood fibers filling the air. It's the harmony of nature and machinery. The operator only nudges the lever, while hydraulic power shoulders the heavy work. Every split saves time, multiplies efficiency, and turns raw strength into refined productivity. And what audiences love most is the application. Split logs are not just for fireplaces, but for drying kilns, for biochar, or to fuel massive industrial furnaces. The log splitter, therefore, doesn't just reduce labor, it expands value, ensuring every piece of wood finds its purpose. Standing before such a machine, you realize something profound. Technology doesn't replace humans, it elevates them, transforming heavy labor into ease, hard work into efficiency, and every drop of sweat into the warmth of fire. In the woodworking industry, the sawmill machine is truly the heart of the production line. From massive, solid logs, this machine can produce straight, uniform planks with near-perfect accuracy. Whether it uses vertical saw blades, circular saws, or band saws, the sawmill meets every demand, from rough cutting for construction to fine processing for premium furniture. What stands out the most is its ability to cut quickly while minimizing waste. Thanks to its smart design and automatic control system, wood loss is significantly reduced. Imagine a single log, in just a few minutes, transformed into dozens of perfectly even planks, each carrying unique wood grain patterns, ready to become furniture, flooring, or even works of art. A modern sawmill is not just a tool, but also a testament to technological advancement in the woodworking industry. It delivers outstanding productivity, high precision, and, most importantly, safety for operators. That's why in any woodworking facility, from small workshops to large-scale industries, the sawmill always holds an irreplaceable position. What makes modern sawmills truly remarkable is their integration with conveyor systems and sensors. The entire process, from feeding the log, aligning it, to precise cutting, is fully automated. Workers no longer need to strain their backs pushing logs. Instead, they simply monitor the control panel. This not only boosts productivity, but also greatly reduces the risk of workplace accidents. Picture a large-scale woodworking factory. Hundreds of logs fed in continuously, and within just a few hours, the warehouse is filled with neatly cut planks. That's the power of the sawmill, turning massive steel machines into tireless craftsmen working day and night. And from here, houses, furniture, and durable wooden products begin their journey into people's lives. Every time the blade meets the wood, it's not just the sound of metal slicing through timber. It's the echo of transformation. A raw log, seemingly lifeless, gradually reveals graceful, sharp grain patterns, like traces of time etched into its core. For the worker, this is not merely controlling a machine, but a dialogue with the wood, listening, understanding, and guiding it towards perfect form. Today's sawmills don't just cut faster or more precisely. They open the door for humans to turn imagination into reality. From a simple plank, we can build a home, craft a table or chair, or even create a timeless work of art. That's why, amid the roar of steel and the scent of fresh timber, something sacred is found: the harmony between technological power and the creative touch of human hands. And then, as the final plank leaves the blade, the journey of the log may end, but another journey begins, the journey into human life. From the roaring machines of the mill, the wood travels into homes, into familiar objects, becoming part of every family's memory. The sawmill, therefore, is not just an industrial machine, but a bridge between nature and life, between raw power and refined beauty. And that's today's journey with Giant Redwood. Every machine has its own story, from raw power that crushes massive logs to the precision of a perfect cut. But what about you? Which machine impressed you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next episode, where we'll continue exploring the powerful and mysterious world of woodworking machines. See you soon.